Hey friends, it's Angie from Angie Budgets. Welcome or welcome back. Just a little background about us. It's my husband and myself. We do have 5 children between us and 2 grandkids, but none of them live with us. My husband works full time outside of the home, and I work from home. I'm a reseller and I sell on Poshmark and Mercari. So, what you have on your screen is our projected annual budget for 2024. Today is January the 12th. I'm a little bit late sharing this, but I know the best laid plans, right? Um, it probably won't go as planned, but if you don't have a roadmap or you don't have a destination, then you'll never get there. So this is what we're trying to do this year and see if we can meet our 2024 goals. And we'll go over that in just a second. But let's look at our budget. So income one is fixed. There could be a few variations, but most of the time it's fixed. So the budget for the year is $38,168. Now, let me preface all this by saying that the income has been rounded down and the bills have been rounded up. Income two is sometimes a variable income, but this will be the minimum that will be going into our bank account. So it could fluctuate. There could be more that we could add to this, but we'll see. So income two is $19,800. Reimbursements, we get those every month, but they could vary. It could be more, but this is a minimum $1,200. Interest is on our high yield savings account. The $1,000 is a lot lower than what we got last year in 2023, but we'll see what plays out there. I do account for it because I put that right back into the sinking funds. That's where our sinking funds are held, and I just add to the sinking funds. So that's why I account for it in our annual budget. So total income that we're expecting in this year is $60,168. And how that's going to break down in our expenses. So we do have a mortgage. It is an investment property. It's a home that I had before we got married. I still owe a mortgage on it. We have family living there. So the mortgage is $7,584 for the year. Groceries, $7,800. Eating out, $6,760 for the year. My husband works away from home. He is on the road, and he does eat out some days. It's not every day. So, and then we do have at least one meal out together, like a date day per week. And the groceries and the eating out is something I can work on lowering. But for right now, we're just going to leave it the same as kind of what we had last year, and it worked. Our gym memberships are $612. Paramount is $156. Our IRAs, those are automatic. Now, my husband does contribute to work. That is not included here because it comes out of his paycheck. This is just what hits our bank account. It's what I'm counting on in this budget. So we both have Roth IRAs. And for this year, we will be contributing $4,800. I hope to max out mine at least, but we'll see. That would be $7,500 on its own, I believe, unless it went up this year. I haven't checked on that. Our extra debt, which will be going back up to that mortgage to get it paid off, we hope to pay $10,000 extra on that mortgage. Our power bill, $1,800. Now, I normally budget $150 a month. That's for 2 homes. Normally it covers it, but this month alone for December, it doubled that. So we're just going to see, as you know, and as you felt it hit your budget, everything has went up. So this is subject to change. Our water bill is only water. We don't have sewage or trash pickup. It's $540. Our tithe money, we are Christians, so we do tithe $3,900. gas for our cars. Since I do work from home, I don't really use that much gas. I might fill up once, twice a month, maybe. So $3,120. Our internet bill is going to go up. It did go up for this month alone, but we'll be adding a third investment property. So we have one already on our land, and then we're adding another one, and that we'll just need to up our internet. Not sure what that's going to be, but as of last year's numbers, it's $936 for the year. So another one of those subject to change. My dad, this is only here because we pick up groceries for him every week, and then also if he needs something ordered, we do that for him, and that's just a reimbursement category. So I'll put that here just so I can account for it, and then that's part of the reimbursements we get up here. That's not accounted in that $1,200. That's something different, but he will reimburse us for anything that we pick up for him. Medical, $880, and $35 a month is what we pay for prescriptions. That's part of it. And then the remaining amount is just a little buffer in case we go to the doctor or something. We haven't had to in a long time, but you know how that goes. Birthdays, we budget $1,200 for the year. Investments is if we want to add to our Roth IRAs, probably where I'll put it, or we do have some other investments, high rate CDs and things like that. I may add some of that. So that's just kind of the remaining amount that we had left over this month. Miscellaneous, $300 for the year. We really don't overspend in a lot of things, but you never know. It's only $25 a month for miscellaneous, but we'll see about that. And auto insurance. So these are our sinking funds right now. And you'll see in YNAB when I switch over from the spreadsheet, everything is fully funded. But I do need to keep up with auto insurance because that's every 6 months. And that's $1,800 for the year. Homeowners insurance, I've got $900, but again, it could be different this year. Auto maintenance, $1,200. That is oil changes, tires, anything like that. So as we use this, I'll replenish it. I've got it set up in YNAB that I'll need $100 a month. But as of right now, we have enough. Same with the home maintenance. That's just for our home, our primary home that we live in. Propane, we do have electric heat and air, but we cook with a gas, and also we have a gas water heater. We do have a small gas heater, but we don't really use that a lot. But anyway, the propane with tank rental and when they fill up, I budgeted $480. Christmas, $1,200. Vacation, I just popped that in there, $100 because we had some leftover money, but it's fully funded for this year. And you'll see that again in YNAB, but I'll start replenishing once we start going on vacations. And our investment properties, I just budgeted $1,800 in case we need that. Now, our 2024 goals. I do better if I only have a few goals. So right now, of course, the main goal is our mortgage payoff on the investment property, our main investments. And again, I would love to max out the Roth IRAs. I did max out mine last year, so we'll see. And sinking funds, we are going to be putting $8,680 as of right now. Again, if we need to change this, we can throughout the year when we use some of the money that's in there, we'll need to reimburse it. So let's go over to YNAB. And YNAB stands for You Need a Budget. I love this. This is the desktop version, but they do have a mobile app so you can update everything on the go. You can link your bank accounts, your credit cards, your loans, so that you can keep everything in one place and keep up with your money. I personally, as of this year, do not have my checking account or my credit card linked for two reasons. One, my local bank, for some reason, will not let it connect. It will connect for a couple of days and then disconnect. So YNAB, tries to reconnect, and then it has to download the transactions. Not YNAB's fault at all, because with everything else, YNAB is amazing. It's my bank, and that's fine. And then also, I didn't link my credit card, and the reason being is I'm going to try this year to add everything manually. I think it will keep me more in line or connected with the budget, or aware, I guess you could say, of what's going on. Because when it was last year, when it was connected and it would just download transactions, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm over in that. I'll just cover it next time. But as I'm putting those numbers in manually, and I do it daily, every morning, each transaction as I'm putting in, I'm more aware of the balance in that category. So for me, for right now, that's what's working and keeping me on track. Okay, so let's look at it. My first category is giving. Like I said, we are Christians and we do tithe. I have a goal set of $325 per month, and that will meet the annual goal. But we tithe off of our checks, and so if anything varies, we will be adding more to that category, but that's the minimum that we need to tithe. Birthdays, I've got it snoozed for this month, and you can do that right here, only because I don't need to add $100 into this budget line this month, because this month is my dad's birthday. He's 94. So we've already got his present, and so I don't need to add that $100. Priority, like I said before, is the extra mortgage payment. And to meet that $10,000, I need $834 per month. Let me make sure that's going to be right. Could be a little bit over. 834 times 12. Yeah. So that would be $10,008. So good. I just wanted to make sure that was right. And so, as you can see here, I already have $210 in there from the check on when we got paid January the 4th. We get paid every 2 weeks. So it's telling me that I need $624 more by the 31st to make that extra mortgage payment and to meet my goal per month. Now I can always add more to that if there is more to add. My next category is weekly, and that's just our food and gas. So groceries, we need $150 every week to meet our target or our budget for that category. And I have $150, and we already spent some. And so we have $137 left to last us through the 17th, basically, because we get paid on the 18th. Again, Dad, that's that category where it'll just be a pass-through. We'll get something at the grocery store, and then he'll pay us back when we drop it off. Eating out, you can see here we already have put some money in. The target set for $130 by Saturday or Sunday. Let's change that. So you edit, and let's do by Saturday. I like that better. And it's telling me that I need $268.77 more this month to reach that $115 per week goal, or sorry, $130 per week goal. So until we get paid again, we have $93.52 left. Gas, and we have $50 available, but we need $130 more this month. It's $60 by, let's change it to Saturdays. There we go. So that's our weekly expenses. It's like our bills, mostly fixed, and then a couple of extra things in there. I could actually move the miscellaneous to the weekly, but we're just going to leave this. This is mostly like monthly bills. You know what? Let's change that to monthly. Monthly. I like that better. Okay, there we go. So the mortgage is due on the 1st, $632 every month. I snoozed it for this month because I started this budget just the other day, so it's already paid. Same with the IRA, $400 per month. And the power, $150 per month. The water bill, $45 per month. Our gym has not come out yet. It'll come out on the 17th. So we have the $50.80 waiting for it to come out. So anything in gray, it's either snoozed or you've met that goal. Green means you've got the money for that bill or goal category. And then if it's orange, it means you've not met it yet. Like our internet, I need $85. So we just got the bill and it was $84 and change. And normally it was $77 and change. So I'm not sure if that's going up or if it's just a first of the year thing. So I put 85 in here and I'll watch that for a couple of months and see what it is next month in February. Paramount, $12.83 what I'll need. And that'll be next paycheck. Medical, $74 a month, and then miscellaneous, $25. And I'll come back once we get paid and we can fill this out together. Okay, our sinking funds. Investments, I do have $20.55 in here. Home insurance, I added $100. So we've met our goal of $1,200. Oh, and keep in mind, some of this was rolled over from last year. That's the reason we are able to have all of these funded. They're all green. Home and auto maintenance, again, we'll be using some of those for, oil changes or updates on the house or anything like that. So these will be used and replenished. Again, the same thing with the propane. Some of it was rolled over. So we have $520, which is plenty for the entire year. Vacation, I had budgeted $3,000. We had some rollover. So $4,080 is in that account. It's good for the year. But I will want to start saving up. Maybe in the summertime, I'll start adding to the vacation line so that we'll have some for next year. Car insurance is paid for, we just paid it in December. And so I do have the $900 in there for the next 6 months. Clothing, we have $525. We're pretty minimal on our clothing. Since I'm a reseller and we go to thrift stores frequently, my husband and I can get our shirts and sweaters and jackets at a thrift store at very reasonable prices. But I'm short, he's tall, so pants are almost impossible to find at a thrift store for us. So we do buy those we buy new shoes, and, well, basically everything else besides tops, sweaters, and jackets we buy new, but we don't buy a lot. I'm pretty minimal with my clothing. I wear the same pair of pants every day. I've got multiple of them, 3, but I wear the same. And then Christmas is, we had rollover from last year. So we've got the $1,200 that we would need. Plus we have a little bit more, $184 for it, because we do host Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners for our family. So there's just a little extra in there. So we're looking really good so far this year. And I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know below how your January is going. I know it just got started. Did your bills go up? I mean, it seems like everything has went up so much. So I don't know. We're going to see, and we're going to do our best to pay off that mortgage, hopefully within the next year and a half. If you've got any ideas on anything that I could do with my budget, or how I could trim any of these numbers back, just let me know below. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, and stay tuned for a new video. Bye.